Shalom Israel. This is Judah Nazar with the kind of a part two to the video I made, kind of the Yahawah rebuke. Now, let me just clarify. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. Well, I do have a problem with him because that brother he's not even man enough to even apologize for putting my family up online or whatever, right? But I know that it's not necessarily his fault because he was in a cult and he was given orders. So it's like another brother. I'm not gonna put his name out. Another brother said, you know, kind of like GMS is kind of like getting what they put out. You know what I'm saying? They reaping what they sow. Right? Now, these niggas are in a cult. Like, Bakwash says that shit, and I think that Israelites take this shit, like, lightly. But, like, he's being, you know, he's more dead on than he probably realizes. Like, GMS is a cult. This is not like a spiritual group of believing brothers, you know, whatever, right? Let me give you an example, right? Torah Knights don't have a leader. Nobody's venerating me. No one's giving me double honors, you know, or Yagad or Brother Josh or whoever, Shalom, whoever, right? We're a spiritual group. We're brothers who congregate together for our love for Yahawah and the Torah. Now, a cult has like a supreme leader, like what he says goes, like the zombies worship him and they have to go through him to quote unquote get to whatever false god they worship, right? If you don't believe it, let me just get to this real quick. The meaning of a cult. Number one, a system of religious veneration and devotion towards a particular figure or object. Now, that is bad. Tahar should have said, oh, that's not bad. No, that is bad because all the zoids, which means like a robot, and there's another word we, you know, hold on, let me show you. GMS dudes are like these guys. They're like the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. They're like a army of just robots. That's why when an elder, quote unquote, puts out a video, the Zoids or the Cylons, they put the exact same video out as if they can't think for themselves. And if they were to step outside and just start kind of doing things on their own, then they're going to get reprimanded or booted out. So they're put into a constant state of like fear, and they can't think for themselves. So let me give you an example, right? So yesterday I go to Gabar's live stream, right? And I'm like, yo, I just had to like rebuke Yahawah and his group for putting people's shit online. Not that I'm sticking up for GMS or whatever, but I'm like, you know, we can't have this shit in Israel. Like, this shit is like foul. It's profane nigga shit, right? Now, all of a sudden, them niggas all started attacking me. So again, and they always do that. That's the sign of a cult. Like even there was a sister in there too. I forgot her name. I forgot her name. But she was in there and she was trying to like be down with them, and like they wouldn't even talk to her. She was a so-called black woman. They wouldn't even talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas only talk to like them niggas. When you see like the views in GMS, it's either us who are watching them niggas laughing, or it's the Cylons who are following on every word that their quote unquote apostles speak. Now these niggas are literally in a cult. Like, this is a freaking cult, right? Them niggas are like this. I watched a video of Yahawah trying to get one of the top ranked zombies, Cylons from GMS, to leave GMS, to wake the fuck up, to get out of that bullshit, because it's apparently look, and I'm totally in agreement with the brother who said Yahawah is doing this. Now I agree. I don't agree with people's families and children being put online, but I do agree that the Most High is using the same person that Tahar and them used to do to other people. He's using that same God. He's using Yahawah and them to go against them. When they start doing other shit, I don't like it. But when they're like exposing the hypocrisy and the false doctrine and the worship they want to claim for themselves, I'm all for it. So and then I don't, you know, I'm like, I don't have a grudge against Yahawah, but he didn't apologize to me for putting my family out there, right? Now, I'm a pillar in the Israelite community. I ain't say I'm a leader or no, I'm a pillar. Like, people know that Judah Nazareth gets it in with the scriptures. So one Cylon, remember, we gotta remember what a Cylon is. One Cylon, who's a channel called Defenders for the Truth, he makes a video about Tahar's wife's being put online, right? Gabar leaves his live stream, comes to his channel, And you know, whatever, right? Now I want to get to something real quick. Let's get to this real quick. Hold on. Characteristics of destructive cults. Number 1, the group is focused on a charismatic leader who is self-appointed and often claims superhuman power. Cults often do not survive the death of their leader. Now, let's stop right there, right? Now, Tahar says we got 100% truth. What he really means is he has 100% truth because everybody has to follow what he says. There's a saying in the prophets. It says, when Yahawah strikes the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. Now, the word shepherd, ra'ah, also means thoughts. You know, it's like a term for like thought or estimation, right? So once that gets stricken, the Cylons will be scattered. They will be left without a leader. They'll just go back to doing what they were doing before, right? You know what I'm saying? So number 2, the leader demands complete obedience to their will, and members often seem to display excessively zealous, unquestioning commitment. That's the Cylons. They do that. You know, double honors to the elders. They got 100% truth. Blah, 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 blah. Right? That's what they do. Right? They do that. They are totally committed. When Yahawah tried to get the one Cylon from Hastiness Cummings to join the Avengers, who are ex-GMS members, who kind of got out of the spell a little bit, but they're still putting Jabilon, which is a Masonic composite demon idol, next to the Most High's name. They still do that. So they're still under slight hypnosis because that's not in the Torah. And Moses didn't command anyone to do any of that bullshit. And they still do it. So they're still under the spell a little bit. But they broke away from, you know, from some of it. Right? 3, a preoccupation with bringing in new members and a preoccupation with making money. You already know what it is. They keep asking for tithes. But they're not Levites. So they shouldn't be getting tithes. And tithes were never money. But these cults are getting money from the Zoids. 4, questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Thought reform techniques are often used to prevent this type of thought, right? They keep saying 100% truth, 100% truth, the elect, 100% truth, the elect. You know, and if you leave, Most High gonna kill you. You leave, Most High gonna kill you. You leave, Most High gonna kill you. So it puts fear in the Cylons' brains, and they think that when they leave the cult, that the Most High is going to like kill them or something because the leaders, the cult leaders, put that shit in their brain, in their mind. Number 5, mind-numbing techniques such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, and debilitating work routines are used to stop normal critical thinking and suppress doubts or criticism of the group. I.e., they keep saying that going out on the street and preaching is doing the work of the Most High. Clearly, in the Torah, I can show you in Exodus what the work of the Most High is. And that's self-improvement, not going out in the street yelling at people. That's, you know, even when there's nobody out there, the leaders tell them to go out there and do that, saying go prophesy to the wind. The wind don't need prophesying to. That's just to keep the Cylons to think that they're doing the work of God when they're not. They're only doing that because they can't think for themselves, right? Or another thing, what is it? Remember these words like the elect. Well, these niggas are not the elect. Like, the elect are righteous people. These niggas get caught doing hypocrisy and things that don't match up with Yahawah's Torah, right? Yahawah said in Isaiah 8 verse 20, if it's not from the Torah and the testimony, which is the 10 Commandments, then there's no light in them. So every time a nigga says Jabilon's name next to the Most High, that nigga don't have no light in him because Moses spoke nothing of that. When these niggas say Adol Shai is the greatest man and blah, 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 when Yahawah clearly said that Moses is the top prophet of all time, then what does that tell you? Or when these niggas make oaths saying that men are men from the scriptures, when clearly they're not, when it doesn't match up with the scriptures or with the Torah, then, you know what I'm saying? Debilitating work routines or mind-numbing techniques, such as, there's the video on Tahar's wife is out, right? Instead of these niggas addressing the shit, they keep putting out videos with the doctrines they've been teaching for the past 30 years. What that does is it keeps the mind stagnant and unthinking. Because, like for instance, right? Go to GMS Info Doc Channel 11 with Aram Lab. His video is called The Strangers. These niggas have been tackling the subject for, I don't know, for fucking 8-9 years on YouTube already. These niggas are still talking about this shit. Still, when Paul was a goddamn Edomite, but it keeps the mind numb. This is what Masons do in their rituals. They keep performing the rituals over and over and over and over and over again to the point where these niggas start to believe that shit. They start to believe that this shit is real and that it's true. And then when you try to like talk to the Mason who's indoctrinated by the bullshit, he disbelieves in the Torah. He like disbelieves in the Most High, and it's intended to be that way. So that's why we talk to a Cylon, GMS Cylon. Them niggas, it don't matter what you say to these niggas, they can't get that. They're hypnotized. Like, so the only thing you can do for them niggas is kill them to put them out of their misery, because there's no way they can snap out of it. That's why when they drop out of GMS, they become so focused on the cult leader, it's like an obsession. It's because that nigga had enchantment put on. You know, he put a spell on these niggas. So when they get out of it partially, they just can't stop thinking about the nigga. They can't stop. You'll notice that he never responds directly to the Cylons or the ex-Cylons. He never will respond to them. He'll say some things like, oh, well, you know, the Most High is going to kill them, you know, blah, 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 blah. But then he just moves on and they'll keep on with the mind-numbing techniques, i.e. talking about whack-ass doctrines that are neither here nor there, that don't mean nothing. Now, they're not the only ones who do that. We got the Neo Santo Wanks who keep talking about the virgin birth. That shit's all designed to distract you from the Torah, to keep you focused on some shit that's not going to benefit you at all. And this is exactly why these niggas don't answer you questions. A Torah night names, well, actually, you know what? Let's get to that because we ain't going to have this video long. Now, I told this dumbass nigga, oh, wait, I'm sorry. This dude, Defenders for the Truth, he don't show himself. He's on one video showing himself, and I got him. But we're not going to get carnal unless he gets carnal. We're gonna stick to the subject at hand. Now, before I start, when I went on Gabar's channel and was like, yo, like foul shit's being done in Israel, like pretty much like y'all need to like handle this shit. He said to me, you are spreading gossip. Now, let's get to the meaning of gossip. Oh, actually, you know what? No. We got that already. All right? So, he said it's gossip, which means, well, let's get to it, right? So, this guy is also, he agrees with me that putting people's families and shit and all that shit is foul. But GMS started that shit. It don't matter if Nate's wife or Zabak's wife was on camera. Real men don't need to talk about people's wives. Like, they don't need to be talked about. So, let me just show you how these niggas are under a fucking spell. Okay? Remember, I went to Gabar's channel, and he said that it's gossip. So, we're going to see what gossip means, and we're going to see that Gabar is actually okay with what Tahar's wife being online. Maybe Tahar's wife said something to Gabar that he didn't like, so he's with it. Because he didn't rebuke, they're not rebuking Yakanan for, they don't give a shit. They don't give a flying fuck. Right? So I'm like, well, wait a minute. These niggas don't give a flying fuck. And they're talking shit to me when I'm not the one who made the video about Tahar's wife. These niggas are under a really, really hardcore form of hypnotism. Or these niggas are doing this shit on fucking purpose. Right? So let's get to it. I said to the guy of this channel, I said, take this video down, man, because you said all who support this video are wicked. Well, Elder Goober, a.k.a. Gabar, supports it. Because when I told him about it, he said it was gossip. Gossip is a noun. It means a casual or unconstrained conversation or report about other people, typically involving details which are not confirmed as true. Well, the motherfuckers put the shit on my channel, and it's on other people's channel. So they're watching Tahar's wife on YouTube. But Gabar acted like this is not happening. And they said, I'm going to kick you out of the chat, and you're a transvestite, and blah, 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 right? And I was like, damn, man. Like, nigga, the MK Ultra is real. Like, these niggas are, like, trying to deny what's fucking obvious. But when you're in a goddamn cult, you are unaware of what the fuck is going on outside of your cult. Like, the cult leaders, they keep it that way. That's number 5. Mind-numbing techniques, such as meditation. They meditate on all the, idle shy is coming, idle shy is this person, idle shy is that person, idle shy is this person, idle shy, ba Hashem, idle shy, ba Hashem, idle shy. Nigga, that's a chant. That's a chance. Then going out and repeating the exact same shit you've been teaching over and over and over and over again is a debilitating work routine. Because it's snowing and shit, and you gotta go out there, you got a pile of fucking snow on your goddamn head. There's nobody out there listening to you, but you're still out there doing debilitating work routines. Talking about we're doing the work of the Most High, and the Most High didn't tell you to do none of that shit. You know? That's being a goddamn robot. So, typically confirms not true. Well, Elder Goober knew it was true, but he didn't give a frog's fat ass. So that begs the question, is Tahar okay with Gabar or Goober not giving a shit that his wife is all over the internet? And to prove they don't give a fuck, they're not even addressing the situation as always. Go look at InfoDoc's channel. They're still talking about old and outdated topics that keep the Zoids' minds stagnant and unproductive. That goes back to number 5, mind-numbing techniques. Right. Chanting and speaking in tongues and debilitating work routines are used to stop normal critical thinking and suppressing doubts or criticism of the group. Right? That's what these niggas are doing. Right? So go, I advise anybody, go into their live stream and go talk to them and watch how they respond to you. If you're not GMS, they're going to act real shitty towards you, which goes to tell you what? These niggas are under a form of fucking enchantment. And Tahar and them niggas who took their oaths and shit are goddamn witches. Scroll down and see if Goober gave one condemnation about what Yakanan did. And go look at other apostles' newest videos, the same stale repeat lessons that lead to nowhere as they're intended to do to keep the Zoids or Cylons tithe money coming in while they stay spiritually stagnant or mind-numbing. Now watch this. I said, just take this video down, because if you don't, I'm going to expose you. I just got off GMS live stream, and GMS don't give two shits about Tahar's wife being on the internet, and I have it on camera. So if any GMO dude's commenting, I'm going to show you even more GMS hypocrisy. Because even I said, people's families online is wrong, and Gabar started talking shit to me. So as far as I'm concerned, Tahar's wife still should be left out of it, but beating on GMS is fair game, because it's clear Yahawah has cursed GMS. Now watch this. Hold on. Let's see if we can get all this. All right. The Cylon said, do it. I got shit on you. Let's go. Well, I'm going. This is just the bait to get you niggas out. I said, well, let's go. Torah nights are ready. GMO is going to lose like they always do, and you better make sure it's scriptural, because if you get into some Yakanan shit, it's first round knockout for me and sat face clown for you and GMO. He said, ha ha ha, you funny. I said, do you hear this, bozo? I got shit on you. Like, what, nigga? What, you gonna post my family online, nigga? What? You gonna like put up that whack ass hip hop site of some other nigga under my name, leaving stupid ass fucking comments? Nigga, that's already been disproven. You have nothing, nigga. You better come with the scriptures, and you don't have a chance at all with that. I said, bozo, all I have to do is show what I do, and GMO is going to look as stupid as they always look. You just make sure you battle back. I don't want to beat on a corpse. He said, Defender for the Troops is ready. I said, yeah, we'll see. I'll bet you Yakanan comes in and accuses you of the same shit you accuse him of. I'll show me and my wife and kids online. But when it comes to these scriptures, you don't have a chance in hell. Blah, 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 right? Watch this. Let's skip on down, because this nigga's talking shit. He knows damn well he don't want to smoke at all, right? Hold on. Now, listen. Gabar comes in. This is after the live stream, after I came in. He doesn't address what the fuck is going on. Watch what he says. It's obvious that clown is off his meds and needs another stint at the sanitarium. Now, wait a minute. I came on this nigga's channel and told them that somebody has his supreme leader's wife on the internet, but apparently I'm the one that's fucking crazy. Now, tell me, people, if you're not a goddamn Cylon, remember what a Cylon is, a goddamn robot, which means it can't think for himself, you tell me, did he say anything about what Yakanan did and the group did to Tahar's wife? No. This nigga said that I'm crazy. You'll notice that this is 11 hours ago, and even the rest of the Cylons didn't even say anything. They didn't thumbs up his shit or nothing, because they know that Goober is a goddamn ass clown, Elder Yep Yep. All he's there to do is lick Tahar's balls. That's it. Okay? Them niggas are so fucking whack, the niggas can't even do damage control. They just ignore the shit altogether. So Shalimah comes in, you'll see, Shalimah comes in and gets on Jeebus's supposed false bloodline, which was added in later on, right? So Shalimah's getting on him, whatever, right? Now, he's getting on Goober and GMO, and Gabar, again, doesn't even respond to the scriptures that Shalimah, a Torah Knight, put up. He says, is be your, learn to type, lentus mentis, right? Even the Cylons didn't say anything, didn't respond to this nigga's whack-ass shit 11 hours ago, right? Shalimah says, Yah made my hands and fingers better than a phone. Anyways, how do you break down those verses, O great Yahawah I worshiper? Yahawah I worshiper, right? Goober didn't say anything because the niggas don't have any scriptures to say shit, right? Now, a dumbass says, a Torah only with no beard. How interesting, right? Shalimah says, I got a beard, but believes in the Trinity. Nigga, hold this L. You got a beard and your counsel is falling apart. Hold this L, right? So they're talking about beards and shit, right? Not about Tahar's wife being online. Beards and sanitariums. Now, the Zoid comes on the song and says, can anyone say shock therapy? Right? So these niggas are trying to make jokes and shit when it's not a fucking joke. Like, nigga, somebody's wife and baby is online, and these niggas don't give a shit. So Tahar needs to reprimand these niggas because they're not even, there's something about Tahar's wife that these niggas don't like. Hey, I'm recording. Shh. So, hold on a sec, right? So you'll see me out here, whatever, right? So remember the Cylon comes on and he says something about a beard. So I cut that nigga with 2 Samuel 19 verse 20. Then Mephibosheth, the son of Saul, came down to meet the king, King David, and he had neither cared for his feet nor trimmed his beard, not shaved, trimmed his beard, nor washed his clothes from the day the king departed until he came home from the peace. Right? Okay. Right? So I said, GMS are bantamweight in the scriptures. They only use our book, which is the Torah and Prophets, which they barely know, to try and justify their Gentile penis idol, and it don't work. That's why they never say anything. So let's just skip down, right? You'll notice these niggas aren't saying shit. You got In Shape with Fitness on here, whatever. He's getting on these niggas, right? Goober says, Matthew 12:36, but I say unto you, every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. So I said, so are you going to tell Yahawah Akkad that Moses was a liar? Deuteronomy 4 verse 35. Hell no, you're not. But you're going to have to give an account as to why you tell the Zoids or the Cylons to worship the apostles and Idol Shai, or Jabulon, which is this Masonic composite demon that they worship. And you think Yahawah is going to let that pass? When the first commandment kills your false doctrine. Every time a Zoid or a Cylon places Jabulon's name next to Yahawah's, you try and pollute it. But Yahawah Akkad is zealous for his name. That's why GMO are looking like ass clowns going on 4 years straight. Right? So they're going in on Tahar's wife. I don't do that. I don't care about that. Right? And again, there's another Cylon, GMS Shar Amathba, talking about we hate women and blah, 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 trying to, whatever. Not talking about actually what's really going on. Right? Not what's going on. So I said, we're going to show how fucking retarded the cult mentality is in GMS. We rebuke Yakanan for doing the bullshit. Then GMS comes against us. You niggas are goddamn disgrace. And you know Goober ain't saying shit or don't care because he was putting Nate's info online. And Tahar was telling Yakanan to do that shit to other people. And these apostles don't want him to bring that up because it's even more wicked and hypocritical than people already know GMS is. So Goober says, well, he says to me, well, why don't you make a video rebuking him or whatever? I did, you stupid fucking nigga. I did. I already made the video on my channel rebuking him for that shit. Right? Stupid fucking nigga. But you fucking weak ass niggas didn't say nothing. You're not even addressing it because you know he has your fucking, he has your card. I said, I still whip GMS's ass to this very day. And I don't care about your personal lives, family, and jobs. Y'all started the carnal nigga in the world shit. Your jokes are fucking corny, nigga. And if you were men of the Most High, your worthless ass would stand up for people's families being put online, whether friend or foe. But we all know, fuck niggas don't have any moral standard. And I made a video rebuking Yakanan for that shit before I came to your live stream, you wicked ass nigga. I don't need to know anybody's wives or kids. It's wrong to put anybody's family online. Wet mayonnaise sandwich ass false prophet. Try to do something upright for once, dipshit. But that's impossible. You know why? Because when you're in a goddamn cult, you don't think. You just follow orders. And Goober is a goddamn cult member. He's just another Cylon. Right? He's just another Zoid that Tahar controls. So when the Most High takes Tahar out, these niggas are going to be lost. Just lost. But that's what you get. Yahawah didn't mention nothing about following no goddamn cult. Okay? He said, keep my Torah and follow my prophets and keep my Adaf, my 10 commandments. That's what you're supposed to do. But these niggas want to be in a goddamn cult. So that's what you get. So again, I don't agree with what Yochanan did with Tahar's wife, because she has nothing to do with it. And I don't care if Zabak's wife or Nate's wife have been on camera. Leave the women out of it. If you're a man, be a man. Battle with the scriptures like you're supposed to do. Pick up your sword. See, these niggas don't want to do that. These niggas don't want to fight with a sword. These niggas want to fire arrows from the top of mountains and shit. You know, they want to do some other shit. They want to fight like the white man. They don't want to fight heads up. They want to send drones. But it's like, nigga, we shoot them drones out the sky and still come in and set your fucking weak village on fire. Okay? You niggas are weak. GMS is a goddamn cult. So before I close this out, I'm going to say this to the brothers in GMS who have some sort of brains. You brothers out there who are smart and have brains, you better get out, because when the Most High takes off Tahar, you're going to be lost. Then what are you going to do? There ain't going to be no more GMS. Who are you going to follow? Gabar? He's a fucking loser. He's an idiot. He's a yes man. Okay, that's all that nigga is. He can't lead a damn thing. And you already heard Tahar say Aramon has no balls. So who the fuck are you going to follow then, nigga? What are you going to call yourselves? Clearly, GMS is the ass clowns of Israel. Yochanan is exposing. When he's exposing GMS's hypocrisy, he's doing a beautiful job. It's beautiful. You see me liking that shit so that everybody can see it. And everybody sees GMS's hypocrisy. And it's not the Cylons, it's the leaders. Remember, they're the head and y'all are the body. So when the head is stricken, the whole body falls apart. And look, the head's been stricken. It's being struck. You know, y'all niggas don't have 100% truth. So y'all Don from GMS Atlanta and other brothers, y'all better get the fuck out of the cult, like Yochanan said, because it's a fucking cult, right? Stop putting Jabilon's name next to the Most High's name, because that shit is a death penalty. Start studying the Torah and waking up, because this cult shit is played the fuck out. IUIC is a goddamn cult. GMS, all these One West groups are goddamn cults, okay? And if it's not fucking true, during that 8th summit Hebrew, well, quote unquote Hebrew Black Israelite summit, there were Rastas in there and other people who were not down with One West. And they were sitting by themselves at the table. Which means what? The goddamn Cylons only associate with other Cylons. So that's why I say these niggas are not in the truth. Now there's other brothers who are in GMS and other groups who are unfortunately under this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad for y'all, but you know, for you who are smart, you better fucking leave. You don't have to be under a fucking cult to be in the truth, right? Like first off, I know some of y'all watch Torah Nights and Judah Nazareth's videos, and you learn more. You learn more, but you're not allowed to express it. Now, I don't hold grudges like that against brothers like I told you, some GMS dudes are like some of my favorite teachers in Israel, right? I like listening to the brothers. They bring out good information. They're smart. But because your allegiance is to the Zoids, to Tahar, you can't even talk to your own brothers. You brothers, do you guys realize you're isolated from the rest of Israel? Because Tahar don't associate with other Israelites. You're not allowed to associate with other Israelites. That's wrong. It's called the nation of Israel, not the nation of GMO. Right? So you're cut off from, first off, your own people. Now, that's bullshit. Tahar might be a goddamn Edomite for all you fucking know. You haven't seen his father. You already heard fucking Gabar is a fucking Edomite. So, you know, you're being fucking led by heathens, probably, most likely. Right? Have you ever considered that? You're being led by heathens. You already know these niggas be swearing false oaths and shit. Other brothers have been to summits. They said that them niggas look like fucking Masons up in there with Masonic regalia on. Masonic garb. So why do y'all brothers keep sticking to this shit when you know you got to pay for it? Yahawah will send other people to counter wicked niggas. And you see us, we are the opposite contrast to these niggas. And you see us whooping these niggas' asses. So why do you people, brothers, who have an education, who are smart, why do you stick with losing niggas? Because you know what it says. The Torah teacher, who you guys call Yahawah Shai, which is no I in Hebrew, unless you have an ayan and a yod together, said, the blind lead the blind, they all fall into a pit. So you're going to fall into a pit if you're following a dumb, old, senile, old fart, false prophet. You're going to fall, you have to fall with him. Even though your brother's pleading with you. Get out the goddamn cult, nigga. get out of it. Yardan, get out of it. You brothers from GMS Ancient of Days, get out of it. Listen, them niggas are done. They're never coming back. It's been 4 years straight of GMS straight holding L's, and you know it. So with that, I'm out. Get the fuck off the witchcraft. These niggas are using witchcraft on you, and some of these niggas don't have any lives. They have nothing going on for them. So let them die along with Tahar and them. But you brothers who have a brain, get out of the cult, man. All right? Get your family back. You know, get you a woman. Do what you have to do. Serve the Most High. That's all you're commanded to do, man. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.
Look past the future, light beams stretch. Residue be the broke necks, how perplexed. Word intertwine, intersect. Get mad on the interject. Sword eject, always on the deck. Collect, world of regret. So the weak regress. Darkness in my chest. Form a gold crown, refined like silver, leaving dentures in the ground. Evacuate a town, do it all for Yah. We the firstborn, developing the crop, enveloping the lot. Just ask Jah, and why not? Y'all too busy passing pot as your soul rot. Programs make the robot, but the law's still blowing out cold snot. We sick in the plots, even brothers think they getting shot. Cops pop cuffs on the wrist and drop. Underpaid slave ringing out the mop. So we singing out the top, using pen instrument to jot. More impact than a Dwayne Rock. Real blood share the same thought. More majestic than a Solomon vestige. Ways of the world y'all not impressed with. Destroy Vatican, that's my next script. Horribly eliminate the state of Israel judicial authority and fuck the UN.
Chapter 13. If there arise among you a prophet, or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. But
Yahawah your power,
to know whether he loves
Yahawah your power,
with all your heart, with all your soul. He shall walk after
Yahawah your power,
and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. That prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away
from Yahawah your power,
which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust you out of the way which
Yahawah your Allahai
commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as
scribble like DJ, listen to what he say. Too many industry gays, don't worry. The Most High gonna make them hurry. Keep me nervy, avoid swerving. Curbs don't usually speak, a lot of shit is weak. Sitting still I seek, inherit with the meek. Ammon ain't sheep, standing in the middle of the Jordan. Drop jewels on the orphan, even when I'm sleepy. Hillary, look creepy, show me where the sheep be. It's mystic, how we do it out the jurisdiction. Jury in my diction, thankful for the medical prescription. Still drink Lipton, but no Peggy. Smith like Bessie, barely appear like Nessie. On Shabbat resting, bless me, blessed be returned. Elijah, the most beloved of the fire. The dark crown over cities, from the high rise to the dirt shitty. Y'all looking like white Smitty, fake smiles like 50, Masons and degrees, before Yasharal to the knees. We bleed for the nation of the nation, turkey bacon waiting, verses spit in the basement. It's too concise for the heathen, racist is the only thing they believe in. What you meaning? What you meaning?